Just getting it greased up.
Lube her up.
Move her up. All right.
That's what happens in Wonderland.
So I'm gonna tell him what? I'm gonna
Just what we're doing. What's happening today?
So today I'm gonna shave my head.
Well, there's more to it than that. Don't be. Come on. Don't
Yeah,
be bashful.
okay. Well,
Tell them the whole.
this will be the third time I've done it. So I think third time that I grow my hair out to what a length that's donatable, and then I shave my head. So it's this long.
And so every 3 years or so, you get it cut down to what, number one?
Yeah, down as low as I can go, really, without it shaving actually like my
your
whole
skin
head
off.
off. And then actually a kid inspired me to do it when I was coaching hockey. He had a long black hair, and I was like, your hair is really long. He's like, yeah, I donate it. And I had never heard of the concept before. And I said, what do you mean? And he's like, you just grow it out, and then you shave it off, and then you give it away, and they make wigs out of it for other kids or people or adults who need hair because they don't have any. And I was like, oh wow, I'm gonna do that.
This is your street.
This is Kenmure.
Have you lived on this street your entire life?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, we never moved my entire life.
Did you used to go to that church?
No.
Oh.
But every Sunday, they would line up with their cars down the street. We tried to play ball hockey as well on Sunday.
And they disrupted.
Well, we couldn't. We'd have to play on the driveway. Not to mention that this road's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Yeah, a lot of my guy friends, I'm like, you've got nice hair. You should do it. It's not that hard. You just don't get it cut, and you don't have to pay any money. Joe cuts it for free. He just shaves it off. I don't have to pay him, so I never have to pay for my haircuts. I never have to cut my hair, so I never have to go to the barber.
Yeah.
And but they're like, yeah, but what about that phase?
The phase.
The phase. I'm like, what phase?
I immediately know what they mean with the phase.
Well, they talk about this phase where their hair's not long, but it's not short, and they don't know what to do with it. And so they have to wear hats all the time. It looks bad. And I'm like, yeah. And that's why the reason you don't donate your hair is because it looks bad, then you're missing the entire point. It's not your hair.
Were you brought up with any kind of religion? Were your parents religious?
I went to Catholic school until grade 8. And then public school because I had a crush on a girl. And decided to go to Port Credit instead of St. Paul's because of the girl.
I think you do care what you look like.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say. But is it just a case of not enough to care what your hair looks like?
Well, I did used to care a lot.
Yeah, and
Like
I want to show some pictures.
Well, I have a whole album on Facebook called The Many Hairstyles of Mitch.
We have to get some of those
that
up.
I made on myself because I couldn't believe how often they used to call me the man of a million haircuts. Well, I mean, it's not that I don't care what I look like, but it's not that I don't not care what I look like. I look the way I look, and I find it fun to go through the phases and try to accommodate them, as opposed to like me trying to tell the hair what to do. It's not easy to get my head shaved after all this time. It's always a lot of it. I feel anxious about doing it.
Why?
Because it's a huge change. Like, it's a huge change. Like, I go from being for what I've noticed about hair is that when you do this, is that there's a short phase that lasts a good chunk of time. Let's say like 20% of the time. There's a medium-term phase that lasts 5% of the time, and then there's a long hair phase that lasts 75% of the time. And people associate me with that hair, and I associate with myself with that hair. It is like, it just gets longer, but it's long, and it's always long. So most of the time it's long. When you go back to being short again, as after a while you get used to it, but at first it's shocking.
I remember the first time, so when I met Mitch, you were very close to cutting it again. It was very long, very similar to what it is now. So you're right, you do immediately paint an image of what this person's like based on their looks.
Right.
Because that's all you have at first before you start speaking to somebody. And I remember I saw you in our comedy class, and I thought you looked like... I suppose the archetype that I used was Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
From Scooby-Doo.
Because that's what you were like. Which was fine. Like, I would love to hang out with Shaggy. I think he'd be a fun... Shaggy minus all the anxiety. I didn't think you were as anxious as him, but I thought you had that kind of carefree... It wasn't that long until I saw you one day. We were going to do comedy, and I met you outside the station, and you had your head shaved.
What did you think?
I mean, it was, first of all, it was just shocking. Not like, oh my God, just like, oh, wow, he looks completely different. I think you look good. Like, the annoying thing is he's talking about all these phases. I feel like you look good in all these phases, which is not annoying. I'm happy for you.
Well, I have to say thank you and appreciate that. 'Cause that's a very nice thing to say.
Seeing you with your head shaved, it was just interesting how, had I just met you then for the first time, I probably would have had all these other perceptions. Because then it was more, you looked kind of like an army guy. I could see why you would be anxious, because now people are going to perceive you differently, even whether they mean to or not.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you? What are you doing? What, are you just out for a bike ride?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go? Did you go to the school?
No.
Why not?
Why too?
It's far too?
Yeah, it's why too.
It's too far? Are you on the camera?
What? No one.
Now you're no one?
Ah,
That's deep, man.
that's deep.
It's deep.
Yes, and what? What?
Do you see yourself?
What are you doing today, other than riding your bike around? Do you have any big plans?
I'm in my house.
That's your house?
Yeah.
Are you on camera?
It's interesting that the long hair makes me feel, makes me seem softer to people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like when you have a shaved head, you can actually like see the person's skull. So like the skull is like
See
closer.
the shape of their head,
Yeah.
which is always weird to me.
It is.
It's been on some people. Like, that's what I've had my head shaved.
You
a
look
couple
good
of
with the
times.
head shape. I like it, especially with those circle glasses. Those look
Yeah,
good.
well,
Those look good.
thank you. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I once in university shaved my head,
Yeah.
and one of my friends described me as. Do you know the show Prison Break? Have you ever watched the show Prison Break?
I knew of it. Yeah.
Okay. There's a character called Lincoln Burrows. My friend said you look like Lincoln Burrows, and not in a good way.
Okay.
I have a big head as well, and I have kind of a weird shaped head, I think.
Okay.
It's kind of a bit of a Snoopy, like it goes out at the back.
Snoopy.
Yeah, you know how Snoopy had a... Do you know who Snoopy
Oh
is?
yeah. Snoopy the white dog.
Yeah. He has like a bulbous back of the head, so I always felt like a bit of a Snoopy.
Okay.
My Snoopiness comes out.
The person who lived in this house had a monkey, and it escaped one day when I was really young, and it ran down the street, across my house, and my mom saw the monkey, and she called the animal shelter and said, "There's a monkey on the loose," and they said, "This is a prank. Like, this can't possibly be true."
Because
No, she
why
said,
would
"There's a
anyone
fucking
believe
monkey."
that if he said there's a monkey on the loose?
Yeah, right. But there was, and they actually found it, and it was like the guy who got in trouble for having a monkey. He's not allowed to have a monkey. At that time, I don't think if things have changed.
I don't know the rules.
I don't know the rules about monkey. You haven't heard the IKEA monkey?
No.
A lady brought her monkey to IKEA, and it got loose in the store. Like it went on a trip through the store on its own. People were seeing this monkey running around IKEA.
Why did she bring a monkey to IKEA?
Why not? I guess it's cool. I guess maybe she thought it would help her carry things.
I reckon
Cabinet.
if a monkey was going to be on the loose anywhere, IKEA would be one of those fun places for a monkey. all the furniture, you could climb on it. And
Yeah.
also, like, really hard to find a monkey in IKEA. Like, they could change, you know that phrase, needle in a haystack?
Yeah.
They could change that to, it's like finding a monkey in IKEA.
Gave him a red vest and said, "Just say hi to people at the door."
The first time I did this, it was like such an experience. Like it was like, wow, my hair it can grow that long, and I didn't know that, and look how blonde it is, and people really like it, and they're always coming up to me and saying, "I love your hair," and that was the first time people started saying I looked like Kurt Cobain, was when I
Yeah.
had long hair, and Jax from Sons of Anarchy, and then Chad Kruger, and Jesus. I get Jesus all the time. I think Jesus is this tied with Cobain with like the most common one.
You probably don't look like what Jesus looked like.
I
I
don't.
doubt he had blonde hair and blue eyes, honestly.
Yeah.
So you were saying how you used to have all these different hairstyles, and you used to... put a lot of attention and importance towards what you looked, and now you try and make yourself shape around the hair. And I suppose what I'm getting at is this whole thing, although it's obviously for a good cause, for donating it for charity, is it also quite self-serving or self-gratifying in a way because you relinquish control? It's a way of...
Yeah, the idea of giving this hair away is the idea that I'm serving. And by serving it, it makes me feel better about myself, which makes me see myself as more attractive or more interesting, which makes me feel like I can serve more. And it's like a positive feedback loop. And it's just like, it works. Like, it really does change your life when you start to believe in something that doesn't have anything to do with you. Like, anybody can give their hair away. I'm not special because I give my hair away, but giving my hair away makes me feel special. Which is from Kung Fu Panda.
The anxiety that comes with getting my hair cut is like a little death. Like, I like my hair. Like, I don't actually want to cut it. And then I was like, fuck, I have to do it. I have to cut my hair. And so I did it, and then it caused me a lot of pain to let it go.
Yeah.
And but after you cut it off, you're just like and everything settles down. You're just where you are again.
Yeah.
So this will be the third time, and yeah, again, I'm feeling the feeling of letting go it's never a good feeling.
No. But necessary.
It's, yeah.
Joe? Hey! How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good! Thanks for having me.
No problem. Fine. Don't worry, man. Oh my gosh. You think about it, man.
Stand up straight.
Yeah, you gotta flip.
Okay, good.
A good hair to give.
I feel like I always get conflicted here because, like, am I getting the haircut to save a bit of what I have, or not? I'm not letting go completely, or or is it just a better idea to just get a haircut and just go with it that way? And I always feel like I need to just shave my head because that's the scarier thing to do.
Yeah.
To like really let go of my hair, I need to shave my head and not hold on to any style points. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright. Sounds good.
I wanted to remind you of the moles I have in the back of my head.
Oh, yeah.
Please be careful.
Yeah.
Because we almost cut them off last time.
That's right. I walked out here bleeding.
They're like, you can feel them. They're like right here.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier about like the different phases of hair length that obviously he goes through, and how a lot of guys, including myself, would be put off by this whole venture because they don't think they look good in certain phases. But I think Mitch also looks good in all the phases, which is kind of...
Yeah.
Like this phase? How do I look in this phase?
You know, there's a certain charm to it. There's a certain asexual charm.
A lot of people will have to be explained to why I cut my hair. I always go through that phase after I cut my hair. They're like, you cut your hair! You cut it! Where did it go? Like, hopefully on a little girl's head or a little boy's head, whoever, someone's head. I mean, I don't know where it goes. There's a lot of faith. It's important. It's important to me. I believe in this. Like, and it's like even just, it's aligned with the whole point, the whole philosophy. It's like, you know, do things that make you feel uncomfortable. And you don't know what'll happen. This is, I mean, I've been putting it off, Joe, like for a while now. Because part of me didn't want to cut my hair this time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that means I have to do it. I mean, I have to cut it off.
You're backing out a little bit, eh?
No, I'm scared, yeah. Okay, this is the look I want. I'm moving into the realm of, what's that movie, Alice in Wonderland? Why is everything so big? You ate mushrooms, Alice. I would like to be at the table when she comes home, and they're like the next day or whatever, and they're like, Alice, you were quite loud last night. Is everything okay? Well, I followed a rabbit with a watch down a hole. Alice, please, what did you eat? There was a caterpillar down there smoking a shisha. I feel like this would be the riskier.
I know, right here. Just walk around like this.
Oh, you shaved your head? That's nothing, man. I spent a week with ponytails.
It's like some Lord of the Rings.
This is the elf that they don't let out of the house. But I want to go fight Mordor! Joey, you can't even put your shoes on, man.
First cut is the deep.
Baby, I know.
Just getting it greased up.
Lube her up.
Move her up. All right.
That's
Mitch.
what happens in Wonderland.
How does that feel?
Oh, cool. I remember this. Hey, look. Hair. Be careful of my moles.
I'm gonna get this side. So try to maximize the length of the hair.
No one would ever talk to me. Ever. Except like maybe Hell's
It has to
Angels.
be tempting to leave it like that.
It
Just
is a
for
little
couple
bit.
days at least. Just walk around and see how it feels.
My name is Mimi.
Wait, let's shave a strip down the middle and we can leave two long
Yeah.
ponytails on the sides.
Wow. That'd be incredible.
You want to give her a pass or what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
So don't press too hard on his scalp, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
The button's
Not-
back here.
Not too hard on the scalp. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Mitch, I hope you know.
Nice and slow, yeah. There you go.
What a bonding experience this is for us.
If anybody wants their hair cut, just call Jack. Because who knew that he could also do this. The cord is on my face!
Sorry, sir. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. You'll have people do this a lot now.
Uh-huh.
Just touch your hair.
Which is good.
Yeah. You got a pretty open door policy with that kind of thing.
Don't even have to
Like
ask.
touching.
Mitch likes to be touched.
Yeah.
I do. I crave intimacy.
This is all just a clever ruse.
This is abandonment issues.
I do.
That's it, buddy. You
Thank you.
How you feel?
Light.
Yeah.
want to see the
I
back?
feel like Breaking Bad. Like a chemist.
Heisenberg.
Cool. Thank you very much, Joe.
Oh, buddy. It's my pleasure.
So what happens to this now? Do you
So now he's gonna take that with him, put it in a baggie.
Yep.
Do I have a baggie somewhere? And angel hair?
Yeah.
You gonna drop it off or mail it to them? Or?
Drop it off.
108 grams.
Wow.
Let's see in ounces.
That'd be a hell of a mushroom trip.
3.5 ounces, almost 4 ounces of hair.
It's fairy hair. I'm surprised it weighs anything. Hey, who's that guy?
just said you look better with a shaved head, you think?
I think I look better with a shaved head. I don't know if that's true, but that's my opinion of myself.
I'm inclined to agree. Like, I think there's definitely that like initial shock, and you almost have to in your head like reframe what Mitch is now, which is very silly because you're exactly the same thing as you were half an hour or an hour ago. But visually, it's so different.
Well, that's a metaphysical question. Like, subjectively, intrinsically, I haven't changed. My physical appearance has changed, but like something close to like my personality hasn't changed.
Yeah.
But what is a personality? Is it defined by physical characteristics and mental characteristics? Are those two different things? We just have to wonder. That's what philosophy is all about. How are you?
Good.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
I just shaved my head for hair donation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Got a bag full of it.
Wow, beautiful locks.
Thanks.
You guys are so lucky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank
So
you.
now what do you do from here?
I bring it to, it's called Angel Hair, and
Okay.
they make the wigs, so I give it to them
Okay.
and then it disappears.
Okay. Do you get to see any of the finished product, or?
No,
You
no,
just-
they actually
that's nice.
assemble them from other things. Like
Oh,
it's
okay.
not like they just make a wig out of my hair. It just kind of goes in with other
With
blonde
different-
hair, and they make a wig because
Cool.
it's
That's
not
smart.
enough actually to
Yeah.
make a wig.
Well, the shaved head doesn't look too bad either.
Aw, thank you very
Cheers.
much. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Hey.
I got haircuts again on the back.
I did. I got it. You want to touch? You want to feel my head?
You, it's fluffy. Look.
It's fluffy. What do you think? Do you like it?
Got a haircut, alright?
You
You all
did.
got a haircut?
I didn't get a haircut.
It's not fluffy. Look,
What's that?
that's the toy
Hey,
loves.
is that Thor? Who is that? It is Thor.
It is Thor.
Hey, that's what they said I used to look like.
It was look like, yeah.
Now who do I look like?
You like Grandpa.
I look like Grandpa?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Hair.
Is that hair? Ooh.
That's yours?
That's my old hair. Do you like the hair or my head more?
You have more.
How you guys doing? Good. What do you think?
Looks so good.
Yeah?
Thanks.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
You're one of the few people that have seen it before and after in such quick.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So you have.
I was just telling her I hope I see it.
You're in a really good position to judge the before and
No, it
after.
looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Thank you.
You don't have to say that if you don't think.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
See you later. Oh man. You know who I look a little bit like? The guy who owns Amazon.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
But he's bald though.
Yeah, well, I am kind of bald too, right? Feels good.
In the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Do you mind being on camera?
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, let me pull these up.
You're looking good. I was going to ask if you had a license to carry those guns.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
That's pretty bad.
Hey, you look like, I don't know what. Somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy from American X.
Ed Norton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll
American
just
shit.
get the goatee and that'll be it.
Yeah, wow. He really took it on, didn't
Who's
he?
that?
Okay, here we are. How do you feel?
Lighter.
Lighter?
Yes.
In a good way?
Yeah, I actually feel that quite interesting.
Can you expand?
Just like I let go of something that was quite heavy. Now that I think about it.
That's good. You seem a little lighter.
Yeah.
Probably some power in letting go. That's why I was saying on the walk back, like I'm very inspired to try and do this now because I feel like I hold on to my image too strongly and what I look like and am perceived by other people. And so it does scare me, the idea of just shaving my head off and being like, nah, whatever. But I feel like with that is some like freeing aspect, which I feel like maybe you're feeling now, of letting go.
Mm-hmm. all of the experiences I had accumulated up to that point with my hair have now been metabolized, and they're done.
What was interesting in my observation of this was there was more anxiety and resistance there that I thought there would be. Like, I thought you were just like, yeah, this is cool, this is what I do, and I'm not worried about it, but you were worried about it. But there was no faltering from, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. There was a commitment.
So it's like you've learned to let go. And it's not, doesn't mean that it's easy.
No.
You just know how to do it now.
I think I know how to do it for some things. Like the idea that this is like a practice. This, like, letting go is a skill that you can develop. But it's too much to just let go of big things, bigger concepts and bigger ideas, and even like your sense of self. You can practice letting go by like recognizing when you've got the impulse for instant gratification, and then denying that with the justification of saying, I will feel better about myself if I let go of this pleasure here.
Yeah.
I feel better about myself for doing this than I did if I had held on to my hair. So holding on and clinging leads to a lesser sense of self, and like a more frightened sense of self, and a weaker sense of self. And like, I associate with this idea. I believe in this idea. And like my mom said, she's like, it would probably make somebody happy to have this kind of hair.
What's fun and warming to think is that there's at least a few girls or boys running around with your hair on their head.
Yeah.
And that in itself must feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's hope they don't commit any crimes and leave your hair at the scene.
That's
And
a
then your
possibility.
DNA, yeah. Well, now I have.
Wow,
Now I have
that's so amazing.
video evidence that this is what you do. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
say,
didn't do it.
it.
I didn't do it.
It was that kid.
It was that kid. I would like to meet that kid though.
Before I die, I wanna live my life in a way that's mine. I don't wanna waste time. Before I die, I wanna know inside that I honestly tried to do what I thought right. You sat on the bed cross-legged, Legoing up those pieces, known a knit scarf on your head, building a house with no ceiling. I asked, you gonna finish that roof? You looked at me as if I were a fool. Then you chuckled and said, a toy plane in your head. If you fly by your life trying to stay alive, holding on to who you are only on the outside. If you don't go, then you won't know. If you won't, if you won't go, then you don't know if you don't. Before I die, I wanna know inside that I honestly tried to live my life.